Following in Aang's footsteps, the next avatar, the less popular Korra, is overdue for an apology from the fanbase. After all the injustice she has endured, even years later, she's still underappreciated for the truly incredible qualities that set Korra apart as a character like nothing we have seen before. In fact, Korra's character might be so astonishing that you could even say it is unprecedented for a main character to dare bring what she brought to the screen. So I say to even the biggest haters that there are 3 things you will have to admit that she did undeniably better. And the first one, she did better not just in Avatar, but possibly better than anyone in all of anime. Number 1. Forgetting where she came from. Upon encountering her first real challenge against Dark Avatar Unalaq, Korra wastes no time to go farther in failure than anyone has ever done when she essentially serves up the past lives of every single avatar on a silver platter. You might say it isn't her fault, but remember in the same fight, she then manages to wrap this up in a matter of moments by doing nothing more than meditating. We are not even assured that gutting the avatar cycle amounted to anything when Korra's grand takeaway was,
what if Unalaq was right?
Going so far as to spit in our faces. I have seen this sort of ignorance before, but I have never seen it like this. Just think about it. This is a universe where the Avatar's foundation was a house built with one entire lifetime equal to 1 brick, and Korra just topples the tower. Lifetimes of accumulated wisdom discarded. Carrying a legacy of countless sacrifices, Korra did what nobody else could ever even conceive of when she said we don't need that anymore. Korra's like if a generational fumble was a person. And I don't mean that as a metaphor. It was literally a fumble of generations dropped like a ball while the game goes on. To her credit, Korra kept things very unpredictable. Number 2. Entitlement. Wielding godlike powers seconds after birth, us fans don't need her to mature before she takes center stage. In a world where people literally lived in tribes, Legend of Korra introduces the concept of worldwide development, just to provide us with a new sight previously unseen. A Nepo baby. Already admired from her unearned status due to the deeds of her predecessor, Korra jumps into action without motive other than to create conflicts for her own entertainment. Then, Korra bulldozes through each obstacle, acting on a whim with the logicless assumption that she just knows what to do because of who she is. Unlike Aang's path of learning from his past lives, his friends, and the world around him, Korra stoically stands firm when mentors, allies, and every possible indicator begs her to change her course of action. Korra shows us that confidence is key and never crumbles to the compulsion of common sense. People don't appreciate how rare it is to see this kind of conviction, even in fiction. Number 3. Avoiding character development. The last 2 reasons could be forgiven if they had led to some sort of change or they were made to mean anything. Korra's mental resilience to learn easily overshadows Aang in this department, and with such unimaginable strength in this aspect, Korra's previous traits get compounded like unpaid interest. Learning is futile in the power of her ignorance, despite the magnitude of consequences or the gravity of failure. And by the next disaster, Korra is already reset with her emotions to take center stage of her own decision-making. Even up until her last moments in this show, she still refuses to strategize and charges straight ahead. All I can say is there is something to be said for a character who just hates thinking.
Of all the avatars I've worked with, you're by far the worst.
Keep in mind at this point, years of failure, trauma, and guidance amounted to an endgame of staying unchanged.
You were tossing me around like a rag doll all day long.
I know! And I'm an old lady!
Korra perfected the art of mentally staying still.
I will no longer be scared of you.
Every one of her fans can proudly say that she was very consistent. At the end of the day, Korra's aversion to accountability and change, even in the face of a world screaming at her to do anything else, is a realm beyond anything Aang would have been able to endure before trying to learn from it. Say what you want about her, she's definitely different. Korra is the woman who would not waver. blessing us in her journey of unenlightened steps forward.